The American Express Platinum Card, the Capital One Venture X, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Which of these cards should be your next premium travel credit card? Well, in today's video, we're going to go over all of the perks and benefits that these three cards offer. I've talked about all of these cards in the past, but I want to go more in depth and see all of the benefits that these cards have to offer to help you make a decision if you're looking to get one of these three cards. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the annual fees and current welcome offers, the annual credits that these cards give, multipliers, benefits, insurance and protection, points and travel portals, and the all-important lounge access. And towards the end of the video, I'll give you my thoughts on which card is my favorite. So let's dive right in and talk about the annual fees and current welcome offers that these cards have. First up, we have the American Express Platinum Card. This card has a $695 annual fee and currently has a welcome offer ranging anywhere from 100,000 to about 125,000 membership rewards points after spending $6,000 in the first 6 months of card ownership. With Amex points being valued at 1 cent per point, this welcome offer can be looked at as $1,000 or even $1,250 towards travel, depending on which offer you get. The Venture X has a welcome offer of 75,000 miles after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. Now, Capital One miles are also valued at 1 cent per point, which makes this welcome offer $750. And finally, we have the Chase Sapphire Reserve with a $550 annual fee and a public welcome offer of 60,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. With the Chase Sapphire Reserve, I would value these points at 1.5 cents per point. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but that would make this welcome offer $900. Now, to help offset the high annual fee, as well as the high spend requirements on the welcome offer, these cards offer annual credits for travel and even some for lifestyle. Now, these credits can help us put some money back into our wallet after paying that annual fee. It can also help us lower our effective annual fee, which is a good way to see the true cost of owning a card. The Platinum Card offers the most credits, but that makes sense. It has the highest annual fee. The Platinum Card offers a $200 hotel credit for hotels booked through the Amex travel portal. This is a great credit to use if you're looking to book a hotel through the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. You're also going to get a $200 airline credit for airline incidentals like change fees or bag fees. The Platinum Card also offers the $240 digital entertainment credit, a $550 Walmart Plus credit, a $200 Uber credit, a $300 Equinox credit, a $100 Saks credit, and a $189 Clear credit. That totals over $1,500 that this card gives you in credits. However, for the average person, including myself, it would be hard to use all of those credits. For example, I would be able to take use of that $200 hotel credit, the $200 airline credit, and the $240 digital entertainment credit. That would bring my effective annual fee down to only $55. And when you think of it as only having to pay $55 for the Platinum Card, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Also, if you want to learn more about effective annual fees and 6 credit cards that pay for themselves, I'll link a video I made down below where I went in depth on all of that. Now, for the Capital One Venture X, you're going to get a $300 travel credit for purchases made through the Capital One travel portal. You're also going to be getting a $100 global entry or TSA pre-check credit. Now, while this is not many credits, if you use that travel credit in full, you can bring your effective annual fee down to only $95. Now, when I calculate that effective annual fee, I'm not going to include the global entry or TSA pre-check credit because that's not something I'm going to pay for every single year, which in turn won't help me lower that effective annual fee. And the Chase Sapphire Reserve, this offers a $300 travel credit as well, except this travel credit can be used anywhere. The travel purchases don't need to be made inside of the Chase travel portal like the Capital One Venture X. This makes that travel credit really powerful because a lot of things can fall into that travel category. This brings the effective annual fee for the card down to $250 if you use the credit in full. This card does have a couple partner benefits right now, but they do have end dates on them, so I'm not going to include them in the effective annual fee. Now let's talk about the points multipliers that these cards earn when you spend money with them. Now, starting with the Platinum Card, you're going to earn 5x back on flights booked directly with the airline or through the Amex travel portal. You're also going to earn 5x back on hotels booked through the Amex travel portal, and then 1x back on everything else. The Capital One Venture X is going to earn 10x back on hotels and car rentals through the Capital One travel portal. You'll also earn 5x back on flights through the travel portal, as well as 2x back on everything else. The Chase Sapphire Reserve offers 10x back on hotels and rental cars through the Chase travel portal. 5x back on flights through the Chase travel portal, 3x back on all other travel, 3x back on dining, and 1x back on all other purchases. I really like that the Sapphire Reserve offers 3x back on dining. Generally, when I'm traveling, I eat out more, and I usually like to have a smaller credit card setup when I travel. So this card could really help out with that. All right, next up, we have the benefits on these cards. These cards offer loads of benefits for those who travel often. Let's go over some of the top level benefits that these cards offer. Starting with the Platinum card, you're going to get Hilton Gold status as well as Marriott Gold status. You're also going to get rental car status with Avis, National, and Hertz. One of the other Platinum card benefits is access to the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. I talked about this collection a little bit more in my Platinum card review video. If you want to learn more about what that has to offer, go ahead and watch that video. I'll link it down below. The Platinum card also lets you add authorized users. You can add up to 3 users for the price of $175. Each additional user after that is another $175. You can also opt to add these authorized users as Gold card users for free. Moving on to the Venture X, you're going to get a 10,000 point anniversary bonus each year you have the card open. Now with this bonus worth $100, we can lower our effective annual fee down from $95 on this card to actually positive $5. You'll also be receiving Hertz President's Circle status with this card. And with this card, the authorized users are free. That's going to come in handy when we get to lounge access. And the Chase Sapphire Reserve. This card offers a 50% bonus when booking through the Chase Travel Portal. This means that every point redemption made through the Chase Travel Portal will be at least 1.5 cents per point. That makes this card pretty powerful when looking for redemptions through the travel portal. And you can also add authorized users on this card for $75 for each user. Now let's move on to insurance and protections. The Platinum card offers car rental loss and damage protection when you pay for the rental with your Platinum card. Do note that this is secondary coverage and does not include liability coverage. You're also going to get trip delay insurance, trip cancellation, and interruption insurance. The Platinum card also offers purchase and return protection as well as extended warranty. There are stipulations on when you can use this insurance, so check American Express's website before trying to file a claim. Now the Venture X offers rental car protection through Visa Infinite. Visa Infinite also has other premium benefits for its cardholders, including the Venture X. Be sure to check their website to see which ones you could qualify for. This card also offers cell phone protection for up to $800. And lastly, the Sapphire Reserve. This card offers trip cancellation and interruption insurance for non-refundable travel expenses, including passenger fares, tours, and hotels. You'll also get luggage insurance as well as trip delay insurance for delays longer than 6 hours. There's also emergency evacuation and transportation insurance. There's also purchase protection, return protection, and extended warranty protection. And the best insurance that this card offers is primary rental car collision insurance. Let's move on to points and transfer partners. Each of these cards offers access to their own travel portal: Amex Travel, Capital One Travel, and Chase Travel. All of these portals let you use your points to book flights, hotels, rental cars, and even some attractions and cruises. I just made a video on how to earn and redeem your American Express membership rewards points. And I talked about the American Express travel portal in that video. I'll link it down below so you can go watch that as well. When it comes to using points in the travel portal, the Sapphire Reserve is the clear winner. With that 50% bonus you get, you're automatically going to get better deals than you will with the other 2 cards. Now inside of these portals, all of the cards have access to a curated collection of hotels. All of the hotels in those collections are going to offer some great benefits as well as just awesome experience. Now all of these cards have access to transfer partners. These cards all have a comprehensive list of travel partners that you can transfer your points to. This is where you can get some great redemption value. You can always find some great redemptions through Air Canada, British Airways, Flying Blue, and Virgin Atlantic. So let's move on to the one thing that everyone wants when traveling through an airport: lounge access. The Platinum card definitely has access to the most lounges and lounge networks, including the Centurion Lounge, the Delta Sky Club, Priority Pass lounges, Escape lounges, Airspace lounges, Plaza Premium lounges, and Lufthansa lounges. This lounge access makes this a really powerful card if your main goal is to get into lounges with a credit card. The authorized users on the Platinum card will also get their own access to the lounges. The Venture X gives you a Priority Pass membership as well as access to the Capital One Lounge in Dallas. Now currently there's only one Capital One Lounge open, but there are more coming. I'm hoping to make it out to Dallas sometime this year to be able to check out that Capital One Lounge. With the Venture X, you can bring up to 2 guests into the lounge for free, as well as each authorized user gets their own pass. And they will also receive a Priority Pass membership as well. And lastly, the Sapphire Reserve gets a Priority Pass membership and access to the Sapphire lounges by the club. Each authorized user also gets their own Priority Pass membership. So there you have it. 3 cards, great benefits, travel perks, and lounge access. In wrapping up this video, here's my pros and cons for each of these cards. The American Express Platinum card, starting with the pros. This card is geared towards travel. It gives some good travel perks that can offset the annual fee. The hotel status is a great way to get some extra perks when you're staying with those brands. The intro bonus is arguably the best between these three credit cards. And the lounge access is a great addition to any trip, and knowing that you can find a lounge in almost every airport that you can access. The cons of this card are the high annual fee, and it can be hard to use any of the other credits that are meant to lower the effective annual fee. The Venture X. I love this card. I actually have this card. Now, I think the biggest pro for me is that effective annual fee because it can be positive $5. The Capital One Lounge is also really promising, and I think it would be a great addition to many other airports. But I think this card still has some growing to do, which is my first con. I think with the perks and benefits that this card offers, it fits more in a mid-tier range rather than a premium credit card level. Don't get me wrong, it has some great perks, but I'd love to see maybe one or two more things that would be great for travel. And finally, the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The big pro is the $300 travel credit as well as the 50% bonus when booking through the Chase Travel Portal. But I think this card is getting a little bit tired. I'd love to see this card add a couple benefits or even add some lounge access. It'd be great to have access to United lounges with this card. So which of these cards is your favorite? I would have to say the Capital One Venture X because I think the effective annual fee being positive $5 is just great. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button as well as the subscribe button to see more videos in the future. See you next time.